Hamjambo, this is Ruth Kamau, and welcome to Wasafiri Africa, where we celebrate Africa and things African. Situated on the Gulf of Guinea, on the southern coast of Côte d'Ivoire, is the bustling hive of economic activity that is Abidjan. From the humble beginnings of a small fishing village, Abidjan grew to be a thriving city, not least for being the terminus of the Abidjan-Niger Railway. Once the nation's capital from independence in 1960 to 1983, Abidjan retained the status of being both the economic capital and the largest city in Côte d'Ivoire. Twendeni, Africa is ready. Born in Abidjan, Diomande Mamadou had a love for basketball. His tall, lean frame was a natural fit for the game, and he loped on the dusty pitch effortlessly. It was when he wanted to have his beloved basketball shoes repaired that Diomande discovered that he could not afford the cost of repair. However, he could sit at the feet of the masters and learn how to mend his own shoes, and mend them he did. But what happened wasn't a rebound onto the basketball court, but a firm seat in a cobbler's shop attending to his new love, making shoes. Diomande Mamadou was only 12 years of age at that time. Proudly African even then, Diomande was curious to discover the continent, and he arrived in South Africa in 1988 at the age of 28. Bright-eyed and ready to launch his own shoemaking business, he struggled due to a lack of startup capital, and as a French speaker in an Anglophone country, was hampered by a language barrier. Fast forward to 2025, and Diomande Mamadou has his own shop on 71 Roeland Street in Gardens, Cape Town. The journey is checkered with milestones, including having made shoes for the likes of Morgan Freeman and Leonardo DiCaprio, and the list keeps growing. But celebrity feat aside, the in-between stuff is the magic of this story. So let's get going with this conversation with Diomande Mamadou. Alice Diomande.
Anisoma Ruth. Aniche.
Anisoma Diomande.
Anisoma. Aniche Ruth.
No, don't get more complicated than that. We just spoke Jula.
Yes.
And Jula is Diomande Mamadou's mother tongue.
Yeah.
And when I said I have to greet him in his language, he was like, "Are you sure?" I said, "Yes, this is what I do. I greet people in their language. And I just want to make sure that, hopefully I remember from now on." Definitely. So Jula is spoken in which part of Côte d'Ivoire?
Okay, in the Côte d'Ivoire, if you speak Jula, I think you got no problem because that's the first language in the business for everyone. Yes. French language first, but if you're going to communicate with the mass, I think if you know how to speak Jula, you got no problem.
Okay. Yeah. So when was the last time you spoke Jula? Let me ask you that question.
It's been long, I just speak sometime, but not real. I'm not like, because it's been 26 years.
Here?
Yeah.
26 years in Cape Town?
Yeah, speaking more English, Even French is not so much. So, Jula I can hear, but to speak clear like before, will take a little bit time.
Yeah, it's the funny thing about language. If you don't use it, you lose it.
Yes.
It's like me when I'm speaking Kikuyu when I go home, Diomande. I find myself stuttering. Definitely. I want to say some things, and Kikuyu is very tonal.
Yeah.
So if you don't use the right tone, you will be saying something completely different. Yeah. Okay, so it's good to be here. I just love your store. And you can hear the traffic going by for those who've joined us on this conversation. I'm in 71 Roeland Street and in Gardens, where Diomande has this lovely, lovely space. On one side of the wall is all these shoes. And I'm telling you people, it's ostrich skin, it's crocodile skin, it's snake skin, it's pure leather, it's suede, and it's all beautifully handmade,
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm doing. For the last 26 years, I decided to make a real shoe for people who want to see good shoes.
And good shoes they are.
Yes.
And good shoes. I mean, you made shoes for a couple of of my friends, actually 3 of them, and one of them, Giovanni, he's the one who introduced me to you.
Yes.
And he's always spoken about you because I compliment him on his shoes.
Yeah.
And then he says, oh, well, let me take you to Diomande's shop. And then I brought a girlfriend of mine and she ordered shoes right away.
Exactly. For the first time when Giovanni came early in Cape Town from the United States, he was in Spain and then he came to Cape Town.
Yeah.
He met me. From that day, we become friends. He always appreciate my work.
He does.
Yes,
he does.
Yeah, I always appreciate.
And you share a love for basketball, you know, way back in the day.
Oh, he's a more professional because he did great job. You know, he trained young people.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. He does. Yes. But you know, it's amazing about the different paths that take us to where we need to go. So your love for basketball took you to the shoemaker's shop, the cobbler's shop, and to get the shoes repaired.
Yes.
And then, of course, you know, you had a financial challenge at that time.
Definitely.
Yeah. So then tell us a little bit about what happened. I know that I've mentioned that you actually learned by watching.
Yes.
Is anybody else a shoemaker in your family?
No, there's nobody. There's nobody know what it means leather. Maybe they wear the shoe, but they don't know the process, how it's been working. They don't even think about it.
They just wear the shoes.
Yeah, they don't know. So for the first time, my young sister, which they got time to watch internet, the time they discover me, they can't believe. They say it's impossible. And I told them, yeah, it's true. They say, no, you bought it and you are selling, but our name is on. I say, yeah, look, your name there. So, and they investigate more, they find out, how do you do? I said, no, I have a couple of pictures I will send to you. You can see the beginning.
Yes.
Yeah, from that they start to believe.
They start to believe. Yeah. You make shoes beautifully, Diomande.
Yeah,
you make. I mean, it's not It's not surprising once you come to this shop and you see the craftsmanship that he applies and the time that he takes to make all these different shoes, that you can understand why celebrities come into Cape Town, which they do, and then they hear about somebody who will make them this kind of very unique shoes to fit their feet perfectly.
Yes.
Yeah, are going to come here and get some shoes made. And you ship them all over the world.
Yeah, they're everywhere in the world, everywhere. I don't know which country in this world my shoe never been there.
Can you believe that?
Yeah, everywhere. Even the people who recognize to say Italy is the best, but I got so many customers from Italy.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, because it's different. Because if you go to Italy, you won't see shop like my shop, which you got all kind of illegal skin made by shoes.
Yeah, and it's all legal, exactly.
It's sneakers, formal shoe, boot, whatever you want. You won't see that if in Italy. So themselves, they know that was a before, but now people become more flexible to make things. They go make in Asia. Most of the time, the craft is not there anymore.
No.
Yeah.
You know, Diomande, when I came to your store the other day, I was bringing this other shoe for my friend, and there was a gentleman sitting here. He was so excited.
Yeah.
I think he had made him something like 4 pairs of shoes and 2 for his wife.
Yes.
And 2 bags.
Yes.
You know, you need to understand that these bags were they made with crocodile skin?
Yeah, that one I made, I think, with the ostrich. Yeah.
It was ostrich?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, it's crocodile from the state.
You remember? You know the one I'm speaking about now? Yes, because I thought it was crocodile skin. Of course, you know you don't want to stare and everything, but these bags were so beautifully made, and it's like a weekend bag.
Yes.
And, you know, nothing about it was ostentatious, but the stitching, you know, and he was so happy. With every shoe he tried on, he went, Diomande.
Yes.
My wife is going to be so happy because I'm so happy with my shoes.
Exactly. I always tell people, sometimes you're going to do something you love it. And when you love it, you don't consider the money because money becomes normal. So, but if first choice is the money, sometimes you don't get the money. Because you need to be sure what you do, you love it, and it's going to help other people. And they win more than the money they're giving to you.
It's true, because the word of mouth, you know, the reputation that you build for. And I've seen you also when somebody is not entirely happy. You don't argue with your clients.
No, for me, I want the client to be happy. If it was only me, I'm going to make a shoe to give it to people they pay like an account. But the only people, just because people are not honest, I want to make a shoe for everyone.
I remember that was the first things that you said when I met you, is that you want everyone to wear a good pair of shoes.
Yes, you don't need to pay me. God give me the energy and the finance of that. But people are not honest. That is the problem. That's why they buy cheap shoes. Otherwise, if you say to me, okay, I'm going to sign a contract with you, all my family, you make a shoe for them for the rest of our life, but we're going to pay off I don't have a problem.
So let's go back to Côte d'Ivoire, and, to your youth and when you were making shoes. So you were in Abidjan and you were doing, so this is the conversations we were having, by the way. So I've been saying Abidjan the whole of my life because the word was introduced to me by, as a French word with Côte d'Ivoire and as opposed to Ivory Coast. But you say Abidjan.
Yes.
Yeah. So I might say Abidjan. I'll try and remember. So in Abidjan, there you are, and you've decided, I love this. I love the feel of leather in my hands. I love how I craft something and see it come to life. How did your family respond? Not your sisters, but your elder members of your family.
But we have one thing, I think that's the one we're going to correct in Africa. Most of the time, if you want to do something people never see, they don't believe on that. They will believe only to see, this person is the example. Yeah, at least you can do. So if they never see, for them, you are wasting your time. They don't want to be the first to pay the price. So, but I knew that. So I said to myself, you know what? Since I've got my own money in my dream, I'm going to live my colony, which I don't speak the language. I will learn from zero and I will achieve something which is going to make me comfortable and other people will be happy. Otherwise, I couldn't do that in Ivory Coast, what I'm doing.
It's called vision, isn't it?
Yes. I have my own vision. I have a video. I know exactly what...
In your head.
Yes. So that's why when I come to South Africa, I always appreciate South Africa because according to my discipline and my dream, I never have a problem. Because I always make sure whatever I do, I got no fire back. So I knew what I'm doing. So that is why I tell people, don't tell me, I was poor. No. You can pay your capital with the time if you don't have money.
That is so true. You can pay your capital with time. And that's the thing that, nothing worth doing is easy. It sounds like a cliche, but being an entrepreneur myself, I know that you have to put in time. When I think of a book like Malcolm Gladwell's book, he talks about the 10,000 hour rule. You have to put in thousands of hours and practice and get good at it so that it becomes like second nature to do what you do. But you can only do that if you really love it.
You need to love it, otherwise you're going to quit.
You're going to quit?
Yes, because it's not because it's going to be easy for you. No, but the difficult, is also part of the game. But people want it only must be easy.
That's interesting what you said. It's part of the game.
Yes.
When I think of life, like life is a game in the sense that it has certain rules. And it's almost like you unlock other doors when you do certain things. It's like it has a code, and no one can teach you that code. You have to learn as you go along, and you begin to realize, I must do less of this and more of that. And then somehow, boom, another door opens. And it's a door opening in the invisible, So
it's a determination and a hard work.
Exactly.
Without thinking about the money first.
Because
when you put the money there, it just means you don't understand your journey. It's a journey you prepare first and accept everything, pay the price. Money will come. Definitely money will come.
Money is a jealous servant. I keep telling, I even told my kids this, that when you make money your goal, it's very controlling because it's never enough.
You have a problem.
It's never enough. And so you're going to job hop, you're going to be dissatisfied, you're going to be looking at other people's paychecks and things like that, or somebody else's business. Someone opens a business across the road and you're like, now copycat. No. The universe is abundant.
Of course.
Don't worry. Your customers will come.
Exactly.
And that's my philosophy, that money is a jealous servant. So if it sees like you're ignoring it, it wants to follow you. It's like, hey, you can't ignore me. Here I am. What are you going to do about me?
Exactly.
And then it wants you to say, I see you. Thank you. And then you look away again. Hey, look at me. So now more customers
come to you. And most of the time they come to you with the respect because they know what you want first is to make them happy. And later money will come. So I knew that early. But I knew also I need to pay the price because to be doing leather is a big cost. That's why
it is expensive.
I tell when people come here, they say to me, Diomande, you are expensive. I say, how many people do it? If you see something, there's not too much competition, you must know it's complicated.
Right.
Otherwise, everyone want to have a nice shoe.
Right.
You can make your own shoe.
Right.
But why don't do it? Because the process is long. So when you do that, you don't do because of people appreciate. You do because yourself, you are happy to do it. Later they will appreciate.
And you don't want to cut the corners.
No.
Because of the satisfaction that you get
Yes.
when you see the work perfectly done, and then you see the look on your client's face, because you see it even before they say something. When the foot goes into that shoe, you can see it. We all know what a comfortable shoe feels like, and how much confidence it gives us, and how easy it is to spend your day when you have a comfortable shoe. So then you left. How did you come? Did you fly? Did you take a bus? Did you come on a boat?
I grew up with a discipline because I knew it's not my parents going to fix everything for me.
Okay.
Okay, in Africa we call, I'm from poor family. I don't call poor, I call them ignorance. Because what they had, if I knew that early, like I am now, I would do more than what I am today. So my parents, they give me free life early because I born in a Muslim community, so we do business. We don't go to school too much because there's no such kind of concentration for the parents.
Okay.
So I knew early in life, if you want to do something, you must make sure you love it.
Okay.
So I saved my money. South Africa and Africa, there was no visa. And then I got information, and then I said, I want to go to see that. If I like it, that's the place I want to make shoe. And when I came in Johannesburg, I want to go to call my mom. People say to me, you can't go there, they're going to rob you. So every time I want to go to call, maybe in public phone, someone else would accompany me to go with me. And I say, why? They say, no, this place, they're gonna attack you. When I've been in Ivory Coast, I make a plan, so I save my money. I never think traveling from my country to go to other people's country in fraud. So I had my money that time, and I have a pocket money with a paper, and then I come to South Africa. I got 1 month to stay.
Okay.
So in Johannesburg, and I see there's a capital city, okay, it's popular, it's perfect. I stay with the friends, which I knew them in Ivory Coast.
Okay.
Every time I want to go to call my mother, people say, be careful. And then I say, okay, this is a little bit different than my place. You guys have any city where there's, because I want to stay a place where there's a sea. That's the way I am.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't stay a place
because you were used to it.
Yes,
exactly.
I don't stay a place where there's no sea. No.
Yeah.
So they said to me, Cape Town. I said, okay, I'll pay somebody transport to go to show me Cape Town. So when I came to Cape Town, our small hotel was in Mozambique. The train leave us there. We come in the train. The train leave us there. I pay the place for both of us. And then I see the place. I say, yeah, that's the place.
Ooh, Muizenberg is beautiful, though.
Yes.
That
time.
Ooh, the coast. Yeah, but the coast is still beautiful.
Yes, that time.
The coast is still beautiful.
Yes.
I mean, Muizenberg is a surfer's paradise.
Yes.
And, when you think about it, and the coast is still beautiful. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So I decided to say, okay, I will be here for stay because this place, I love it. But I have to go back to Joburg. Actually, my problem, I don't know the difference of a currency. I just spend. Otherwise, I think I come with $700 in 98. So a lot of money. So I went back, paid the transport with my friend. I went back and come back. I don't look for a job. I got no plan. I said, I'm going to make a shoe. Maybe I want to learn to make a shoe. And then I meet someone who's speaking French, but from Congo. So he get me accommodation, and then I asked them, what are you guys doing? They said to me, no, they are working in the construction. I went there. They said to me, no, per month or per week, they're going to pay you 150. So for me, I said, but no, I can't work. I better learn what I want to do. So I never think I can work for other people. So from that, I said, do you know any Ivorian here? They said to me, there's somebody selling in Cape Town from Ivory Coast. So I came, I meet him. I said to him, how are you? When he hear my French, I'm from home, same place. Then he said to me, yes, when you came? I said, last week. He said to me, okay, we are here a long time. I said, don't you know somebody making shoe repair? Then he said, oh, that is a township. I said, what is a township? He said, no, where African people stay. As we are staying in town. I said, where are you from? He said, no, we're from Ivory Coast. I said, okay, give me the address. He said, no, you have to be careful because you're going to take train to go there. You don't know the language. I said, okay, write down. So he count the station. From here, Woodstock, it started to mention. He said, if you get there, you must go out in Langa. In your right hand side, you go out of the door, you're going to see some small houses. Somebody's there, he's the one. And I said, okay. I took the train ticket. I went to Langa. The way he explained to me, I saw the gentleman. And I present myself. He said to me, why you came here? You know, me, I'm not going to stay here. I'm going to Europe. I don't want to stay here.
Is he the one who wants to go to Europe?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I met him. He was doing already shoe repair there.
Yes.
Then I introduced myself.
Yes.
I said, if you don't mind, I can come here sometime to sit next to you because me, I want to do this thing another level. Because he's repairing. But me, my mind, this lane, I'm going to learn this thing to make shoe.
Right.
And my knowledge. So he said to me, okay, don't worry. If you got a time, you have to come sometime. I would show you, but me, I don't make shoes. But I will show you the basic. So actually, when I come to see him, I said, no, this is not the one. You can't teach me because you don't make a shoe. You repair. And then he said to me, okay, me, I'm going in December. I'm going to leave this country. If you want it, I can sell you this place. This small place where I'm repairing shoes. I said, okay, I don't want to repair shoes. I want to learn how to make shoes. So he said to me, okay. So I've been with him almost, I'm saving my money slow. And at the end of the day, he said to me, he's going to go to Brazil.
Oh, so he really did go?
Yeah, he's in London now.
Okay.
Yeah, I can call him. I can speak to him. He's in London now.
So you've kept in touch with him?
Oh, he's so proud of me. He said to me,
wonderful.
Yeah, it's also Diomande. I was going to do things. Then he said to me, I'm so proud of you. I said, okay, thank you. So, and then I said to him, okay, I'm going to refund you the money you build the place. Because lucky for us in that time and location, when you build your own place in government property, you don't pay. So I pay him that time. I think 1.5, something like that. He left. So I don't know how to repair shoes. I don't know how to make shoes, but I'm there.
And you've done it by faith.
Yes.
And you've decided your vision is coming true.
Yes.
After all, you met this guy.
Yes.
He's ready to go.
He's going.
And you're going to get the space.
Yes.
Okay.
So what I do, and I ask him which shoes is here, the owner won't come again before he go. And then he showed me there. He said, all those shoes there, you can throw them away. So that's my training center now. I take them apart. I ask people where they are selling leather. They show me here in Roeland Street. I come. People are selling leather. I question them. What kind of leather you can take to make this? So that time, not too much people like this doing shoe repair. So they show me the off-cut. The off-cut costs cheaper. So when I buy that, I can try one shoe 3 times. It doesn't work. But I'm busy to do that. And at the same time, some people bring their own shoe to fix it. So to fix it, before you go, he told me, if you want to repair somebody's shoe, you don't know, it's so easy. You ask the person what you want. Okay, when the person explains to you, you do that. If you go wrong, you ask the person, I'm sorry. And it's slow, you're going to know how to repair. And with the discipline, I see myself, I was getting living from that. But the dream was not to stay in a location, which is more tough to start where is it free and come back where you're going to pay. But my vision was in the CBD. And after 3 years later, I find myself in a plaza, where there's a mosque, opposite Gulf Center. That was my first shop close to the town. And now when people discover me, I always write my name because I knew what I'm going to do. So I write my name there in my small house room there in Ulanga, Diomande Shoe. When I come to Plaza, I write there, so people don't know my name. Only many people don't know my real name. Yeah. From that, friend of me told me, in Long Street, there's a place, but you can't afford it because it's 1,000 rand per month. 1,000. So I went to meet the gentleman. The gentleman said, okay, you pay me 1,000 or you make me shoe for my wife.
Okay. So now this was an opportunity to do something better.
Yes. And now, what make me to be big today, unfortunately, they closed that shop. When I came to the market, I was making sandal with a pure leather, gladiator style. And that was in America that time.
Oh, those sandals that you tie up, up on your leg.
No, my one got the buckles.
Oh, it has buckles.
3 buckles on top.
Okay.
And 3 buckles in the front.
Okay.
So beautiful. So there's a lady who was doing boutique, beautiful boutique in the main road. I was in the basement. They discovered me. So they come to me to say, okay, we're going to have a deal with you if you want it. You give us your shoe, we sell it, we take 50%. And then, because me, I know what exactly it's not about the money. Me, I want people to know what I'm doing for them. I said, no problem, but I'll give you one leg so that you can be able to take more to show people. Because they got a beautiful window. It was a white lady from, I think from Scotland. So she said, okay, this is good. So that when customer wants it, we're going to run to come to you. I said, also, if the customer wants a different color, we can make for them.
And then from there, you didn't look back.
So from there, I do to make a good money. They take 50%. They give me, I do all the job, but they take 50%.
So they take 50% after you've recovered the costs of your materials.
No, it's the big the actual amount.
Okay. The price that you've agreed to sell, you've already calculated that.
Yeah, I'm okay. I just want to get a little bit.
Okay.
I'm fine.
Okay.
And then there's a gentleman in the PE. He discovered me. I think his daughter bought it, and then he see my name inside on the shoe.
For the shoe, yes.
Yes. And then he called the boutique, but the boutique didn't want to give him my number because they knew this is the customer. So he came down. I don't know how he negotiated. They called me to come to measure his daughter. He told me later, he said, I make trick to meet you, but I have to order shoe for my daughter.
Yes.
Because I knew it's not them they are making.
Yes.
So when I came, he waited outside from Spain. Then he said to me, can I speak to you? I said, yeah. Okay, do you mind to give me your number? I said, yeah, of course. So I give him the card. So he contacted me, can he come to visit me in the PE? I said, okay. So I came to PE. I came to discover his father was having shoe factory before he go to the university in America. So his dream is to represent Sebago, Nike, Puma in Southern Africa. He's the one supply everyone. But because I was so young in my mind, actually he wanted to do business with me, but the kind of business you won't hear Diomande name anymore, but I will have money.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we become friendly. He explained to me, I said, yeah, it's true, I need the money, but I've been on this journey for some option. So you can bring shoes, I sell it, we do business, yeah, but that's other people's name. I want to continue this name people don't know, but before I get tired, maybe I'll get somewhere there. Oh, he loved that. He loved that. So we become friends, Yeah, those are one of the story,
I think I literally love the way you've told that story because it's woven a journey for us, and to see how it is that you ended up here.
Yeah.
But it also is this is the time before Instagram, it's the time before Facebook, it's the time before you couldn't really just sell your product and put some pictures up and people can connect to you. It was a much slower, more organic way of developing and growing. And you needed patience and you needed that sense of give and take, which is what got you here. Yeah. So now you're here. And so can you remember who was the first celebrity you made shoes for?
That's the first one.
Yeah.
But some of them I didn't even know them. It's the later, because I had a book that time.
Yeah.
If you come, I say, can you write what you knew about me?
Yeah.
If you do act like I do, sometimes people can be celebrity in the beginning. You don't see that like a successful life. For you, it's normal. There's some South African that time how they call. Celebrity in SABC, what the name is, a white guy. I got his picture somewhere there. You need to be the generation.
Okay.
Yes.
In the TV soapy generation.
Yes, all generation. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So he was big famous. His father was still in Constancia. So him, I think, kept Agas. Cape Agas come to interview me.
Oh, the newspaper.
The newspaper.
Okay.
So I think 2012 or 2010 or whatever. And then he saw, and then the manager of Biscuit Mill. So it's a long story. Ben. So his girlfriend was going high school that time. She came to me to make a sandal.
Okay.
And she went to tell the boyfriend to say, I discovered someone making shoe. But Ben that time, he was in the music. So he's not working, he's a student. So when Ben came to me, I saw his shoes. I said, okay, can I make a shoe for you? So I get a place in a biscuit mill.
Right.
So every Saturday, some people, celebrity, when they go there, they see my shoe.
Oh, yes, because the biscuit mill is really popular. It's in Woodstock, just at the junction of Woodstock and Salt River.
Yes.
And anyone who's been to Cape Town knows that it's a very bustling, like a market, especially on the weekends.
Yes.
You know, there's baskets there, there's food, and there's fashion, and all sorts of things.
Yes.
So they came there.
They came there, and they come later. I said, and I said to him, I know you in the TV. He said, yes, Diomande, it's me. So he made a couple of shoes by me. But that time, there's no phone with a camera. And I don't even value photos. But himself, one time again, when he came, people said, but why don't you take his photo? Then he take photo with my daughter. Then I said, okay, become my friends, always make shoes. But when he become American actors, that's a movie people call me.
So like this, step by step.
Yes, and the moonlighting, Film Africa.
Oh yes, all those ones. Yeah, they've been customers at Ikai at one point or another.
Yeah, they call me to go make a shoe for 10,000, visit 1,500 pair of a sandal. They're gonna walk in the desert. That was one of the biggest job I get it. But
so they made an order as part of the costume for the movie.
Yes.
Oh wow.
The movie they call 10,000 BC. People walking.
Oh yes, 10,000. So 10,000 BC. You made those sandals.
The sandals, yes, I make them. So from that, and then people start to come to me, and they also the gentleman like Morgan Freeman came. They said to me, "One day you're gonna come with us in Robben Island." I've been with the Robben Island for a couple of we've been there for a couple of days. I even stayed there.
So you were in Robben Island for a couple of days. Why? What movie were they making?
So you know, if you see that, I don't know the name of that movie where Mandela.
With Morgan Freeman.
Yes.
Oh yeah, everybody knows that. Yeah.
That's the time I was there with Tiba. We shoot so many places: Cape Town, Rugby Stadium, and the Newlands.
Yeah.
We'll be shooting there.
So were you making shoes for him, or for him personally, or was it part of his costume?
No, because he must wear shoe with the comfort.
Oh.
Yes, like a moccasin.
Okay.
Like that.
So, okay.
And also, like I say, if you become artist, yes, you give a value to other people, but you give only value to your own work. Or maybe if you are doing for money, you'll be too much interested to make photos. But before, I was not concerned about the photos. It's later people said to me, you're going to make a photo with them, we're going to help you. But when newspaper discover, they talk about it. So that make me always to telling people, but I knew what I want. And I knew how I'm going to achieve that with the passion, with the time. So that is why when somebody comes to me and then they explain to me to say it's a difficult, I say, but it's a part of the game. But there's no way if you focus, you're going to fail. That's the only thing God gives to us, like a free opportunity in life. If you wanted something, you put your mind there. If it's not crime, if it's a real thing, you put your mind there, you put the effort, you pay the price, you're going to achieve. You're going to even achieve more than you think.
And you know, when I talk to you, when I come here, I'm here for 5 minutes, I'm here for 10 minutes, and then I'm here for longer and longer. And then the other day I said, no, man, Diomande, I have to put you on record because you're so inspiring to me. And I know that I've had, almost 19 years now here in Cape Town doing my own business. It's really difficult.
And say it's okay. It's not easy.
It's not easy. Yeah. And it's a very lonely sort of existence. So that discipline is everything. Yeah. You have to tell yourself you're going to do this. And the thing is that everybody in the world will say you have to be a self-starter, you have to tell yourself to do this. But I promise you, when you're doing that almost like in isolation and as far as, trying to find people who are like you, you can't find mentors. Yeah. You can't find people who are experiencing some unique challenges because of maybe you're a foreigner or because you're black. You need to tap into those sort of little corners of the challenges that you're having. So it's always such a pleasure to speak to you. When we were talking, you talked to me about Africa so passionately.
Oh, man, that was one of the things making me to do what I'm doing, and I will always do it. I'm so proud of this continent at some level. There's no way I can talk if I don't act. That's why I'm acting. When somebody said to me, Diomande, this is expensive, I said, what about me? I got 10 of that or maybe 100 of that. If you say it's expensive, don't say that. That's going to make us to be late. So I love my continent. Some point I proved to the whole world to say, my own language colony, I leave it because I wanted to learn more. So I leave it, and then I say, I can do business, no capital, but the time I'm going to pay the capital. So there's a two-way to go. If you have a capital, you start now, you get a result now, or you fail. But if you don't have a capital and you're still young or you have an energy, you can say, okay, I'm going to pay. If it's maybe your business to start is almost $30,000, you divide per the year you think you can achieve.
Yeah, and people do that.
Yes.
People do that. A course that can take somebody else 24 months because they don't have money, they take 4 years because they will do it in installments, but they're focused. And that's what you're saying. And when, you know, your love for this continent, I mentioned Africa and you go on fire.
Oh, no, man.
You
That
see?
is the first thing make me comfortable. Because I was so young and I used to go to Nigeria.
Yes.
Without speaking the language.
Yes.
So I take the bus, I hide all the money in my sneaker, I take the inner sole out, I put my money in the sneaker, I hold it in my hand.
Yes.
So when the bus stop,
Yes.
they say everybody out. I'm young.
Yes.
I got my sneaker in my hand. You
Yes.
cannot expect, for me, you think I'm relaxing the bus because they're going to search you to see how much you have on you. So for me, I know I'm smart on that way because you can't take me like that.
So you have street smartness.
Yes, I put my money like this. So I used to go to Nigeria and see how people get level. And then I come back home, I say, no, this thing needs to be something else.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing we have to give it to Nigerians. They're very enterprising.
Yes.
Yeah, with all those trips that I used to make to Lagos, you know, when you're in the traffic, I promise you there's nothing you can't buy. And I mean that with all the respect, because some people will even show you like household equipment.
Yes.
And then they'll tell you how they can deliver it to you and whatever, you know. I mean, not just water and peanuts, people. It's about real entrepreneurship and no holds barred trying to get going in the world.
Exactly.
So when we think about Africa, or if I was to ask you, what do you want to see for this continent? What excites you about this continent?
Like last time when I was having some interview in some of the channel in YouTube, they come to interview. I told them, if it's me, and that's what I'm doing, I want to make sure to do something so other people can continue 100 years this thing helping people. Because this continent, there's everything. But there was ignorance information. Nobody was stupid. But the information was in there to say, don't count on no one. Count on yourself and the one who creates you. I don't rely on a human being because human being is going to disappoint me. But the one who created me, he said, if you focus, you let me know everything is essential. Don't ask yourself when it's going to happen. Continue, I will give you life. It proved to everyone. I got 1,000 of people, I know them. But if I didn't do this, I won't know them. They know me, they meet me, I measure their feet, thousands of people.
Can you believe that? Yes. You know, that is a philosophy that I share, that it's between me and my creator. And I always say my creator created me in a good mood. Mm-hmm. So, I'm very, positive. Yes, I'm very positive. And it's not because you don't experience hard knocks, but it's because you believe there's a good plan, a plan for good and not for evil, a plan to give you a hope and a future, a plan to prosper you,
Yes.
And the minute you drink that Kool-Aid, you're done.
Yes.
You just leave the race and you just go running.
Yes, I'm just waiting for a little bit for some stuff. I want to fix it. I'm going to have my YouTube channel to encourage my people and show them how to do it to get successful in your heart. People think money can make you successful. No. Is it something you doing, other people love it, that will make you more successful in your heart. So all Africans can do that. I don't believe any African is a poor, because we thinking poor is just because you don't have money. No, it's a lack of information.
Yeah, because we have the gifts, we have the talents, and we have the abilities.
Yes.
We're very resilient people.
Yes.
We're very resourceful.
Yes.
We come up with many different things. You just have to see when people are trying to fix things, what ideas they come up with when they're trying to fix it, especially outside the urban areas.
Exactly.
Because in the urban areas, there's sort of a slumber that comes and people are a bit sleepwalking. But, now it's changing because of maybe the internet. But in the rural areas, you can see somebody how they're farming, and you're like, yo, that's a clever idea.
Yes.
You know?
You can come with a contribution, some idea for that person.
Yeah.
You can improve. But the moment you're thinking everything, because I don't have money, that means you didn't put a focus. If you put a focus, money will come.
Money will come.
Yeah, there's no problem about that, because if Diomande can be able to sell you one shoe maybe for $800, $1,000, you can do it. Because it wasn't there, 97. And nobody can say you own me, you lend me money, or 1 rand or 2 rand. Nobody. So that means, and then I'm living in one of the expensive cities in Africa.
Imagine. In the world. Cape Town has become really expensive.
You know?
Really expensive.
So how many of our people can make earring? Plenty. So you just calculate to say, I'm going to make my living from this, and I'm going to make sure to stop to cry. I'm going to pay the price.
And if you were to think about the continent now,
yes,
what would your message be to, like, let's say, what is it that you want to see on the continent? Do you want to see? What is it that you want to see as a vision for this continent that can bring us closer together?
Okay, me only one thing, because in 100, let us take a one. The key for us Africans to succeed, the key is to make sure all of us will take a responsibility to save something on our community. Because, for example, if I'm here, you say to yourself, okay, Diomande is making shoes. I'm going to go to work in Diomande company. Are you coming to work for money, or are you coming to make a good shoe for people, for them to be happy? Because money is there already. But if you have that intention, that means if you work with a Diomande, you can propose Diomande, you know what? I want to have a branch. Can you sponsor me? So now, if you get somebody else, you do the same. One of the day, from Diomande, we're going to have 100 of people
who are making shoes
without the capital.
Yeah.
It's the same like a clothing place. It's like the same like your restaurant.
Yeah.
You come to work with me first and you bring ideas.
Yeah.
But with the discipline.
Yeah.
But since we don't have that, we just want to only pay check. We're going to get the money, but we're not going to get the freedom.
Yeah. Exactly. We're not going to get the freedom because we're not teaching ourselves how to fish.
Yes.
We just want to buy the fish that someone else has fished.
Yes.
And we need to learn how to fish.
Yes.
So we need to learn to develop that desire to create here and not be importers of everything.
Yes.
Because, that's one thing that Africa has. Somebody was talking about how, like, even the used clothes, how they're being dumped in our cities.
Yes. For what?
For what? When we have the skills to do this, because it's almost like we have fallen asleep.
Exactly.
Exactly. When I think of Kenya when we were growing up, we used to have like Kikomi, which was Kisumu cotton mills, and they used to actually make all the fabric that then would be made into clothes. So there was the job creation on the farms, there was the job creation in the factory, there was a job creation in making the actual garments, selling them to different companies to make garments, And so people were moving forward.
I guess.
But now when we get containers and they're just dumping clothes or dumping shoes, it means people are not creating.
We don't create, and we create more sickness because we're not healing our soul.
We're not healing our soul.
We get only stress because you're receiving something, you don't know what is inside. Why do you accept that?
Yeah. So that whole thing about the desire to want to create needs to be reignited on the continent. It needs to be reignited, and for people to understand it's not a fairy tale.
Yeah, no.
It will require that hard work.
We must be patient.
We must be patient.
We must have a vision.
We must have vision.
And we must have a focus. So the moment we think somebody's gonna do for us, we are making mistake. Because the 60 years is gone already.
Yeah.
So we mustn't give a chance to another 60 years.
Yeah.
Thinking life is difficult, but we all come in this planet to enjoy.
Yeah, and when you think about it, when you say 60 years, I mean, Ghana was the first country to become independent.
Yes.
And then in the 60s alone, 17 countries on the continent became independent.
Yeah.
So it really is, we are not even 70 yet as a continent.
Yes.
And so we need to understand it's not too late.
Yes, it's not too late.
And now, because Africans are early adopters, we take on new technology quickly, we take on new ways of doing things. We can turn around our situation, So, but Diomande, I want to ask you then.
Yes.
I know you love your work, and I know you like working.
I love my work than anything in this world. Because only that can take me where I want to be.
And it feeds your soul.
Everybody can disappoint me without my work. I tell people every day.
Yeah.
You can say to me something because you want money from me, maybe. But that doesn't make me happy. My job makes me happy.
But do you listen to music?
No.
You don't listen to music?
I don't watch TV. I don't listen to music.
Hi, Bodeb.
Yeah. Only broadcast, business broadcast in the YouTube, information in the book, audio, only that.
But you have such lovely music from your country.
Yeah, so many beautiful music. So many.
And you don't listen?
And I was a lover of music when I was more young. I used to dance very well. But I cancel everything because I got a journey.
And you're focused.
I got to work to do for people before God say, come here, you are ready. I don't joke. I'm serious. Sometimes I used to like Kofi Olomide when I was more young. All that I see, okay, this one, can you teach me things? No, okay.
But it's not anything to do with shoes.
No.
It's not aligned to my purpose.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I kind of get that. But, hey, okay. I like music from your part of the world.
It's beautiful. Africa got so many beautiful musicians.
Yeah.
But I made a choice.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's all right. Yeah. What about food?
Food, I like more food because, I'm not heavy. So I want to have more energy.
You still got a basketball lean, lean figure.
Yes, I like food. I like food. But I don't like fast food.
When you're thinking about foods from Africa, that's really what I'm interested in.
I love that.
So what foods from Africa do you like?
All African food.
All African food?
All of them.
Okay.
As long as there's no pork inside.
Well, of course, you're Muslim.
Yes.
But then what foods from Africa do you like? Okay, I want you to choose 3. Diomande, you have to choose 3.
But number 1, Ivory Coast. Number 2, Ivory Coast first.
Number 1 and number 2?
Number 1, Ivory Coast. Number 2, Ivory Coast. The food.
Which food is that from Ivory Coast?
First of all, our national food, you can say majority eat rice.
Okay.
Rice with a vegetable or rice with a peanut butter.
Yeah.
And meat, lamb.
Do you cook?
No, I don't know how to cook.
Okay.
So it's the family I born, I don't think if you born boy, they will allow you to cook.
Oh, okay. So you never learned those skills.
No, they didn't give me a chance.
So here in Cape Town, where do you get food from Côte d'Ivoire?
No, there's a lady in the Roeland Street.
Okay.
Yeah, who cooking that.
Because I think I know where you mean.
She's from Mali, so she got the same menu.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So number 1 and 2 is Côte d'Ivoire.
Yes.
And number 3?
I divide that by all the rest of Africa. Anything from Africa, beans from Kenya, whatever, vegetable from Kenya, from Zimbabwe, alhamdulillah, we eat.
Number 1 and 2?
Yeah, number 1 and 2.
Côte d'Ivoire. Number 3?
Yes.
The rest of 50, how many? 53 countries.
We divide. I love all of them.
Okay.
Yes.
That's all right. That's okay. So now, all right, let me ask you another question. So when you were coming here, you had your mindset on Cape Town.
Yes.
South Africa.
South Africa.
You came to Cape Town because of the ocean.
Yes.
And were you surprised that it's... No, wait. You have the Atlantic Ocean on your side as well.
One thing before
so it's cold.
Yes. Here, there's nothing surprising me in Cape Town when I came. Because believe me, my country is not developed like that. But if you really grow up in Abidjan, that ain't going to impress you. You know what you want. That's the same thing I'm in. People see me here. They say, oh, you living here, you are happy. I look at them, I say, what are you talking about? Me, I grew up in Abidjan. Abidjan is it's not because it's my country, it's the best country in the French colony African. The best. I'm talking to the YouTube, they can confirm to me if I'm lying.
You know what, eh?
Yes.
I am not going to argue.
Yes.
Because I've never been to Côte d'Ivoire.
Yes.
But, I'd love to go.
Please.
I'd love to go.
Yes.
And, you've just whet my appetite. I love it when people are passionate about their home.
Yes.
Because I'm passionate about my home. And I tell people, no, man, you haven't been to Coast until you go to Diani in Kenya.
Yes.
You haven't been to like a magical island until you've been to Lamu, things like that. I think it's really important for us to be proud of our heritage.
Of course.
And if Africans can be proud of their individual heritage and want to compete and share and talk about it, this becomes like the 5-star, the traveling.
Yeah, we are more than that. We just need what we start. That's when we need to carry on after work to talk to our people. Because what makes China? It's only unity.
Yeah.
They even confirm themselves to send to other people, buy things from them. All the best brands been created in America or Europe.
But made in China.
But Chinese got everything. Why? Because he wanted to do for himself. They make a mistake first. It's the same thing we're going to start to do it.
Yeah, because, I mean, we've got the youngest population in the world.
Yes.
So if we can start telling these stories and start motivating each other, the chances are, and we've got technology on our side now, you know, so it becomes so much easier and easier and easier for you to stop having excuses.
Yes.
And just get on with
complaining, but the time is there for you. You're only 20, 24, 22.
Yeah.
You can take another 20 years, you can make everything you want.
Perfection.
Yeah. There's no doubt.
That is true. So, okay. I know Abidjan. I know it's very beautiful. I know you said
maybe not beautiful, but it's calm.
And
but it's warm. You know,
it's its own beauty, isn't it?
Cape Town is more beautiful because you know it's more higher currency. You know, but Abidjan, I'm telling you, it's a lovely place to be.
And where else would you like to see? You know, in Africa, other than South Africa?
Second is Kenya. Because
Are you just saying that because I'm Kenyan?
No, there's a sister there who's making shoes.
Oh, really?
I saw her on YouTube. She's making sneakers.
Where?
For running in Kenya.
Is she based? Do you know whether she's in Nairobi or Mombasa?
Maybe Nairobi or Mombasa. I saw on the YouTube one day.
Really?
Yes.
So now you want to go because of the shoes?
Yes, I want to meet the people do things in the right way for our people.
That's 100%. Yeah, that's wonderful.
Yeah, I told the other guy, a friend of mine, is stay here. Isaac is from Kenya. I told him I'm just doing some stuff. I was in Kenya one of the day to meet that sister. Yeah.
I'm so excited that you'd like to go to Kenya because you are so focused, Diomande.
Only Africa. Because we have everything. So if we start to say, no, who going to do for us? So we're going to do that. And then my problem is I want to have a workshop in West Africa, sing workshop, 5. And my business plan is what? If you come to work with me, you don't mind. For sure you're going to get the food. Why? If you want to go to do your own workshop, I sponsor. If you make a product on my standard. And then you and me, I don't say to you, give me so much. You and me, we talk business. We become partners. If you want to sell it for yourself, you can afford to carry on. So I make sure if you really impress yourself, you want to do it, you're going to do it. So that's Africa. This is not only Africa Coast. This is all Africans. Just because we're in South Africa, I don't know why people are under pressure for the bill. They cannot come to learn. They think there's no life here. They prefer work a month to get their money. But if they got a chance to learn, where there's a peace, like in my country, the pressure is not too much. If they learn, now make sure when you learn, you know how to make it. If you want to work with us, we pay you. Or you make a product, we sell it with you.
And when you're here in your shop, are you training anyone in the meantime?
No, I cannot beg people to train them.
That's the thing. It's the patience, isn't it?
Yeah, you must. They don't have that patience. I think my people, I say, is the ignorance. My people don't understand what you're looking for is a peace, not money. If you got a peace where you are working, money gonna come.
Yeah.
But they are looking for pressure because they don't want to take a responsibility full. They want to go train something which they cannot create for themselves. If you, I don't say go to school is not bad. No. I didn't say that. But make sure these days it's not about too much paper. It's about what you know. You see? Because that too much qualification, you got too much bill to pay. If your parents have to pay expensive school, whatever, you finish again, you go to some organization, they fire you there, you're looking for the better. Why don't take that intelligence to train yourself in some department, maybe fixing computer or making something. So people need that. So that's the one we're going to talk about to our people.
Yeah, it's about understanding that your skill, you need to be able to apply it for yourself.
Yes.
I remember that I come from corporate and I used to do FMCG for an American firm in New Zealand and all that. But at the same time, I was telling myself, I have to be able to do this for myself. The principles that I apply working for these multinationals, I have to apply them for myself when I start my own business. My. Has this been fun or what? Thank you so much, Diomande. I just so appreciate, sitting here in your store and talking and having this conversation surrounded by all these beautiful shoes. And, I have a shoe fetish. So this is a really happy place for me.
Thank you.
And I just want to say that I know that you're going to get to do what you want to do because you're so focused and you've done so much already.
Yeah.
And once you start connecting with other people who are doing what you're doing on the continent,
yes.
you're going to be able to create that critical mass.
Exactly.
And I want to be able to talk to you again and tell that story.
You're welcome. Maybe some people will be able to take you to West Africa so you can talk to other sisters there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we are one. We need only information.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even the lady who's selling in the street, they are not poor. They just need the information to be proud of what they are doing.
Yes.
Organize that.
Yeah. Not to look down on what you're doing.
Not looking down to say, if I was in other people's side, but you have everything.
Yeah, right there you are. So, there, guys, there you have it. We love this continent. Wasafiri Africa is about celebrating Africa and things African.
Yes.
And Diomande and I are passionate about this continent.
I love it.
We believe in it. We love it. We feel it in our bones. It's our source of strength. The people are wonderful. And we know that we've got not just a good thing going, we've got a fantastic thing going. All the resources that we have that are available on this continent. So thank you so much. Thank you, Diomande.
You're welcome.
All the very best.
Good luck. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Twendeni, Africa is ready.